So, boys, this is a full ebook of gun off trips, also known as U-trips, in the Patriots playbook. This is a full ebook that was over on civil.gg. End of the year, decided to show you guys it for free. Enjoy, boys. If you want more stuff like that, of course, check out civil.gg. Link in the top of the description. Enjoy the ebook. In my opinion, this is the best play in the game, and you can run this against every coverage at a very high success rate, a very high clip. All right, boys. So, we are in tight end whip. And the first thing we're going to do is streak our outside trips receiver. We're going to slant our slot. And then we are going to out route our tight end right here, okay? Now, some people keep this whip. You can. And I'll even keep this whip against this stock whip or zig against more like softer coverage. But a lot of times, I'm just going to end up out routing him, okay? And then we're going to block our halfback. Now, the first thing I'm looking for is, are they leaving this tight end open? He will win on this out route a ton. All right, now, I don't know why that ball just went through my hands. Doesn't matter. He's going to win on this out route a ton. And you need to make them respect this. They need to respect this ball, okay? Once you get a good guy right there, we got 3 yards right there. We had about 4 or 5 the play before. We'll do it again right here and see how many we get against this cover 0 type look. Let's see. Beat him by a good amount. Don't know why that ball is going through his hands right now, but it doesn't really matter. You need to hit this out route against every coverage that is not a hard flat out there, okay? Man coverage will rarely ever actually play this, right? Even when it does, it can't get there, all right? Now, this is with a shittier tight end. Get Casper or get a good tight end in Mutt or whatever team you're using, and this is going to be a hellacious play for you. Let's get it out right here. Good. A good gain of 5. It is a super consistently safe throw. Just want to pass lead that bad boy outside. All right? Now, next part of this play, we're going with this motion slant, which I believe is the best route in the game. This is going to beat man coverage and zone. It's going to get open against zone, but it's going to beat man coverage every time. This is probably the only hot routed play or hot route that I've seen beat man coverage 95% of the time. Even when it's close, if you pass lead outside, you're going to beat man coverage, all right? So what you're doing is you're forcing the user to choose between that route, that slant route, or this stock post route, all right? The stock post is really good as well at beating both zone and man. You're able to see it get open right here. And let's see if we can actually give you just some random defensive looks right now as we got the meat of this play kind of out there, all right, boys? I'm going to show you what my progressions look like against random stuff. Make sure you watch this all the way to the end, all these all the way to the end. This is an offense that is not a ton of plays, but about mastering those plays, all right? And you guys know I've talked about this with my philosophies before. I love that style of offense, right? So let's go right here. Boom. What we got? Got out route. Got out route. Have outside leverage. He just dropped it. That's fine. That is, don't care, right? In Mutt, we're going to catch that because we have short and elite, and he's going to come down with it pretty consistently. Let's go right back to it. Some kind of weird cross, man. Catch it. Awesome, right? So I'm going to avoid hitting the tight end now for a couple plays just so I can, show you guys the rest of the play. Controller batteries are low. Oh, well. Now, let's see. We have a zone coverage. Able to pass lead that kind of low. Now, I will say, against some tightly contested things, you definitely want to get that ball a little bit lower. With that free form, but you're going to be able to make the throw consistently, right? The out route's open again, by the way, and this time we have Mike Evans with that post. Now, the thing is, a lot of people make the mistake of waiting too long to throw the post. You don't need to wait that long, right? You can throw it over the middle of the field once that user makes a decision. We're looking to preferably throw the slant, right? But that post is amazing against zone and man coverage. The next thing I haven't mentioned, but we talked about in the agging part of this, is if we have a one-on-one shot on the outside, let's see. Do we have a one-on-one shot? One-on-one shot. Let's see. Mine. No. Got picked off, actually. Well, don't do that. Don't get picked off. But, I mean, you can always go for the ag glitch on the outside. You know what I mean? Especially when you get Julio is a good... Who is that corner? There's an example. Yeah. With the one-on-one opportunities, you're able to take those shots to the outside pretty consistently. And, just have it be something that they have to, of course, respect. Right here, actually, the first time we've seen that out route get bagged, we're able to see that post is able to get open against zone. We could have thrown it sooner. If you're worried about a zone underneath picking it off, you can even do something like this where we are going to highball it. Let's see. I should have just thrown the slant, but you can always highball it. And while it won't always get caught if you highball it, really can't get picked off. unless you throw it directly at a defender. Let's see if we get a good example of it right here. Against man coverage, not worth the high ball, just regular pass lead it like usual. But again, the option to dunk to kind of drop it in over the zone coverage is always there with that high ball. All right. Again, one more time. Let's see. I mean, we had RB the entire time, trying to wait a little bit too long. I will say a big thing with this play: have confidence in your pocket and step up. All right, boys. Step up in the pocket. Boom. Let's say boom. Perfect. Awesome. This is a play, you gotta master it, all right? All right, tight end whip number 2 here, boys. So, this is not as often of a play call for me as I call tight end whip 1, but it's a nice little change-up that I will integrate throughout the course of the game, and sometimes it'll be my most called play call for an entire game. So, we're going to streak our trips outside receiver. We're going to zig this slot receiver. We're going to use our tight end apprentice here and corner out our tight end and just block our halfback, all right? Now, if you guys watch other stuff, if you don't think they're blitzing or you think you have an opportunity here, you can wheel this halfback and quick throw him out of the backfield. Always an option, right? Always an option. There's a little bit of freestyle that's involved here. So, we're going to mimic that motion slant that we're doing at tight end with 1 with this right here. Boom, boom, boom. And now we have this guy underneath, and he's going to do a great job of cooking man coverage on this motion zig, all right? This tight end corner will also do a good job against man. And also, if you just look at this is a natural flood concept to this right side, meaning that we're going to beat zone on the right, either underneath or with the tight end corner route in the intermediate part of the field. All right, so here we are. Boom. Let's see. We have A this time. Boom. Hit me in the head. Awesome. Good job, EA. No, but seriously, this is a great zone beater in addition to being a great man beater. I like this play quite a bit, honestly. I think it's a really good route combo. And we have not even talked about yet the fact that we have this backside post, which is obviously really good against both zone and man. These post routes in the game are probably one of the best stock routes in the game. So we're really just playing kind of the deception game of, am I doing a motion slant or a motion zig now? Because these are two totally different plays. Something else I want to point out about the zigs is that you can hit them in the middle of the field. You don't have to wait for him to break all the way to the sideline. You're able to actually hit him in the middle. So let's see if we can get a good example of that right here. Not right there. Actually, not a great example right there. We're just going to take our tight end. Wow. Don't know what's happening right now, but I'm just going to ignore it. Let's see if we can get a good example of us hitting this zig route in the middle of the field. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Well, we're able to hit him. You want to freeform that out. You're able to hit him right there as he breaks out. I want to show you guys, against soft zone coverage, you can actually hit this dude in the middle of the field. He's always going to be our first read. He actually super bumped in right there, so we're able to get this pass lead up right there to the tight end corner. Tight end corner route's going to do so good, especially against user defenses where they're making some odd adjustments because a lot of people are not expecting that tight end corner. Let's go right back to the zig here again. Again, we have man coverage, so we're just going to be able to take it. I'm going to try it one more time here to see if we get a zone look and see if we can hit the zig in the middle while he's kind of pivoting, looking to break out. Let's see here. Boom. Again, we won, and we actually end up eating a sack. We had RB again, though. You always want to, when that zig's open, you want to hit that zig, right? That's always, always, always be willing to take your checkdowns in this game. So this is an example of hitting that zig route over the middle of the field. When there's soft zone coverage, a hook curl won't actually play that zig really, and you're able just to go for a bullet pass right here. You know, you don't have to wait. A lot of people like to wait. You don't have to wait. You can throw it right here and able to get a cool 5 yards. All right, boys? Okay, so for our first setup of curl flat, this is a quick snap setup. What that means is that we're breaking the huddle. We're going to either be in curl flat already or we're going to audible to it, and then we're going to make our one adjustment and snap the heck out of the ball. All right, so we're going to go curl flat, we're going to streak the ISO receiver, and we're going to snap the ball. Why do I like to do this? Because, one, the ISO streak is probably the best ag in the game. Like, this is the best agging opportunity in the game, this one-on-one ball right here. It is so good. If you get a good receiver there, it is so insane. Like, it's by far the best ag opportunity, right? Any streak, right, or on any play, putting a streak on this dude. Next, we have two quick flats here to the halfback, but more importantly to the tight end that we can quick throw, right? I highball it and I rack it, and you're able to see if it's really kind of an unpickable ball. People do this on a bunch a lot, and I like doing it here as well, where even if they do something like that, because your tight end is typically going to be 6'4" and above, and you're highballing it, it just doesn't get picked. It really doesn't. And it's going to be consistent for at least a yard if you catch it. Probably closer to 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. And if they're going to try to run a cover 0 blitz on you, you're able to hit it way faster. Again, that's worst case scenario. And that was a slot corner made up on him, which just isn't the meta at all. All right, let's go right back to it again. If they run backed off zone coverage, we're able to get good 6, 7, 8 yards on it. This is an awesome quick snap play, especially catching people off guard. Now, let's say they cover it, even though the flat was open. We're going to be able to hit our post route breaking off over the middle of the field as well. That's going to be the next thing that we're going to be able to go to. The halfback flat is an option, but I just don't love him. You could, you know what I mean? You could throw that. It's fine. I just don't love him. I also don't really think that needs much demonstrating because that's just a simple, if the flat's open, take it. But again, when we call this play, we were trying to snap the heck out of the ball. Right? We were trying, right there, covered, doesn't matter. Like, it's fine. That's worst case scenario. And when you see that, honestly, you should be disciplined enough to not just snap throw it and to recognize that that dude's coming down and you're going to have the post or the one-on-one shot. All right? So let's see what we have right here. Boom. We actually have pretty good defense here. This post, though, is going to cook man coverage pretty consistently, which is going to be really, really nice for us as well. This is not a play that you can spam consistently throughout a game, in my opinion. But it's a pretty high-level play that you're able to really annoy and kind of pester opponents with throughout the course of the game, all right? Especially when you're mixing in what we talk about in some of the other stuff with our quick throw wheels. These kind of quick snaps are going to give your opponent a lot of hell on top of the actual schematics of our offense. The second setup of curl flat is a really good one for beating pretty much every coverage, and it's very similar to tight end whip 1. All right, boys, so we're going to streak our ISO receiver, all right? Again, this is our best agging receiver, by the way, so if he gets a one-on-one, be willing to take it, all right? We're going to block our halfback, and then we're going to motion our outside trips receiver across on a slant. All right, it's going to look like this, all right? Boom, we have our flat open. I'm not going to throw it for the sake of it. This RB route is insane at beating man coverage. This curl flat route is so good at beating man. All right. It's actually, if you guys remember the really good corners from bench in gun tight in our ebook, this is that corner just as a post. So, player literally just looks like this. Now, if you think you have the opportunity to quick throw a wheel, look for that quick throw wheel opportunity, okay? Just sometimes you won't always have it. So be willing to put that running back on a wheel sometimes, all right? And we talk about that in our freestyling portion of this. Let's actually do it again right here. Let's see, do we have an option to? Boom. That's okay. But we're going back to the normal play. I just want to keep that as a reminder for you guys to always be thinking about how you can freestyle a little bit, especially with how man coverage is right now. People make so many different kind of random adjustments. It's always good to be able to have that freestyling in your arsenal. And then we're just going with the high-low between this post and this deep curl flat, all right? A lot of times you'll see me click on and pull back and ag catch that that deep post. And that's just to kind of give myself a little bit better of a chance of cutting it off underneath any kind of defenders, all right? Let's see what we have here. And again, we're going to have this. Now, against an actual defender, the defense, not many people are running kind of zone coverage like this, so let's go against a little bit of man here. With curl flat 2, you do have that stock flat as well that we talked about a lot in curl flat 1, so that's always a quick snap possibility. Let's go Overstorm Brave for now. And, we're going to look like this. It's pretty easy, right? We have that quick throw flat. We're not going to do it. Let's go B. Boom, got tipped out, did not get picked, and it pretty much won't get picked. But that's also why you guys see I like same side motion snapping a slant way better than a cross. A cross works, but the same side is so much better. Right here, we're actually able to beat it, and we just lobbed it for some reason. But, I mean, being able to – that high-lows in this game are so necessary with route combos like this, and this U-Trips takes such great advantage of it, I think. I think it does such a good job. Let's go right back to it. We have B. Let's go RB. And you see right there, again, I click on with B and then pull my stick down to be able to undercut it and aggressive catch it. All right? That is a skill that is really, really useful. Let's go right here. Again, just kind of mixing in the freestyle a little bit. I'm just going to honestly just snap throw this. One thing I'd love to do is immediately truck or stiff arm when you snap throw. Again, I just want to remind you guys that you do want to always be looking for freestyle opportunities inside any offense you're running, especially with some of these routes that we know are so high level. Let's go here. Let's go with the boom. right? One-on-one opportunity, we are going to take that every single time on this play, and that's what makes it really, like that right there, mixed in with the quick throws is what makes this really an unblitzable formation. Like seriously, it's really what makes this an there's just not much you could do, man. There just really isn't, right? Just not much that they can do. Really, just not. All right, snap it. Let's see. I mean, obviously we could go back to that ag. This time we're just gonna have that slant open again, and yeah, this play really cool. Curl flat 3 is a really cool setup here where we're going to be utilizing motion, and instead of going with a post and a slant going opposite each other, running into each other, we're actually going to run them on the same side, and it's going to look like this. Typically, this type of route combo would be bad, but I actually really like it here because of the spacing we're able to get. So, outside receivers on a slant, we're going to block our halfback, and then we're going to leave this tight end on a flat. You can out route him if you choose to. We're going to motion this guy in, and we're going to snap him about right here. So you're able to see that the separation that B and RB get is actually pretty good. It's going to do a good job against both zone and man coverage in terms of just getting separation, be able to get open against a defense. And it's going to be a little bit surprising for the user because it's not something that we're running a ton of with this same side style of... it's almost like basically a trail concept, if you're familiar with that. So here we are again. This time it's against zone. Able to highball this. Against zone, I'd love to highball this curl flat. And remember, we have that ISO streak. So guess what? We can always take a little shot right there, one-on-one, toss it up to our big boy, and see what he can do, right? I think this play is actually really good. I'll be honest, and I have not tested a ton in online play. It's something I kind of thought of while I was in practice mode, and it looks really freaking good. That little motion right there can be a little bit sketchy, because of the fact that you can get a little bit kind of caught up in the offensive line, but it's not something I'd be super concerned about. And again, right, we're able to do this pretty consistently against every single coverage. Like, this is a nasty play against everything. Tight end on an out route, we're always able to hit that out route against man coverage majority of the time. It's a really, really good play right here. I'm actually very excited about this play. Let's go Tampa 2. Tampa 2 is something that we won't see a ton of in this game, but something to always consider. And I would say Tampa 2 is actually the best bet at kind of defending this play. But even still, like, it's a tough play to defend. Okay, so Scat is really cool because it is the only play that has a stock corner route from the slot receiver. That's a really sharp corner. Now, this corner route is good against man, but this first setup of Scat is going to be mainly a zone beater, okay? Now, you want to watch both of these setups. So, it's really easy. We're going to be streaking the outside trips receiver. We're going to out route the tight end, and we're going to leave this backside little snag route and wheel combo. Now, notice this wheel goes a lot more horizontal than a normal hot routed wheel. We're going to be using that a lot against man coverage, but for this right here, it's fine just like this. We'll throw it as a normal wheel. Our next setup will utilize that a bit more. So, all we're going to do is really just be isolating this right side, this high-low between the corner route and the out route, right? If they're in zone defense, they typically only have one flat defender. So if he goes high, we throw low, and if he goes low, we throw high. Okay? So let's see what he does right here. He's going low. We're going to throw high. Right, pretty easy. Let's go this time. I'm going to have him go high, and we're going to throw low. These isolation-type route combos, I mean, it's a flood. Are amazing for beating zone coverage. Zone isn't super popular in this game, though. But let's go right here. We have the out route early. Let's just throw the out route. Hits off our hands. Don't know why that just happened, but regardless. When that out route's open, you want to always look down up. So we're looking out route to corner route. And we're always, when that out route's open, throw the out route. Don't get greedy. All right, boys. Now, on the backside here, what's really cool is, let's say they go with some kind of zone blitz here, all right? This snag route is going to do a really good job of just sitting. Like, it just sits. That's all it does. It just sits right there, which means they have to kind of have a hook curl right there to defend it, or else it's going to be wide open. The next cool thing is, again, let's say we get blitzed. We need to snap throw something. The snap throw running back wheel, because it gets so horizontal, is damn near unpickable. Again, it's a really good bailout for being able to hit against zone coverage. And against man, it's really, really good. So, again, right here, let's go. Good. And we actually picked up cool 6, 7, 8 or so right there. Really good flood concept, beating zone, but make sure you watch this next setup, beating man. For Scat 2, this is going to be a play that cooks man coverage, all right? First and foremost, I want to remind you guys that you need to be keeping your U-trips, the trip side, to the wide side of the field. So if I was on the right hash, I would just have my trips going to the left side. All right, boys? So the setup for this is going to be utilizing this corner route, which is going to cook man coverage a majority of the time. We're going to out route the tight end. We're going to slant the outside trips receiver. Route combo looks like this now. He's going to get motion snapped in. Now, on the back side, with Mike Evans, our ISO, and our running back, we have an option here. If they are pressed, I will streak Mike Evans. If they are not pressed on me, I will flat him, all right? And then I'll even block the running back. So it looks like this. The reason is because if they're not pressed on me, I will snap throw him like this every time. Every time. That's what you need to do, okay? That makes their game plan so much harder. Right here, they're pressed, so I'm going to streak him. All right, so just keep that in mind. Now let's run this route combo and utilize what we have on the right side here. We're going to have the tight end out route. Let's go this time actually corner route. Pass lead that bad boy down and out in that situation, and we're able to make that little laser beam. This is going to be a great ball. You guys already know about the tight end out routes pretty consistently. Here I have the Mike Evans is going to be open on the insta snap throw flat. I'm not going to throw it this time, just for demonstration purposes. Let's see what we have right here. Our slant's open. Now you see I'm kind of snapping him a little too close. You want him to get a little bit more of a free release, but you guys get the idea. You do want to snap him a little sooner so he's not getting stuck like he is right there for me. Now, this wheel is really cool on Scat because it's very horizontal. See how far out it gets? So we can actually throw him to the sideline and do a decent job of sometimes being able to outrun the man coverage to the sideline and turn the corner. Look at this wheel like this, and now this is a hot routed wheel. See how that stock wheel gets way further outside? Just something to keep in mind for you guys, okay? We're going to do this again. Boom. Julio's on a slant. And we had the out route. I actually kept the snag on accident, which is something you don't want to do. They played max coverage. I had a couple of things open there. You do not want to keep that snag against man coverage. It's not going to ever be open, all right? It just won't be. So they're pressed, so we want to streak him. Let's see, do we get an opportunity for a one-on-one shot with him? We do actually. He cooks. We're going to lob it up. Let's see, can Mike Evans get underneath it? Yeah. Whenever they press, I'm streaking him, and he's always an option for a one-on-one shot with that. This is a great play, boys. Okay, so Pat's Y off is an insanely good play, and before we get into the route combo, I want to show you the best part about this, which is this wheel route from the slot receiver, all right? So the reason it's really good is because, look, I'm in man coverage across the board on defense. We're going to snap the ball, and we're going to snap throw this wheel, and we're going to be able to catch it. You can do this pretty consistently as long as they don't shade down their man coverage. Look, right here, I'm going to pinch my entire defense, and this wheel route is still going to be open, all right? Boom, boom. This is still open. Here, I'm going to audible into cover 3, shade underneath, so it's cover 3 hard flats, and I'm still going to snap throw this bad boy. All right? I just want you guys to understand how good that thing is. It's good for 5 yards every single time, damn near, as long as they're not pressed and shaded underneath. So if you ever see backed off coverage like this, it's basically, this needs to be your play call, and you just snap throw it. Now, route combo-wise, what do we go into? Well, first and foremost, we're going to block our halfback, okay? We're going to streak our tight end, and then slant our trips outside receiver, okay? So, route combo looks like this. And you see that backside post, we're going to motion in this outside receiver on a slant, and you'll be able to see this route combo develop pretty easily here, right? Boom, boom. And I like to spam A, because you're able to get stiff arms. And we're off, right? This is a really good route combo, though, so I'm going to slow it down, and we'll be able to talk about it a little bit more in depth right here. This is what we're looking like. We're doing that same motion slant that I love. I think it's such a good route in this game. These motion slants are just nasty. This wheel is going to be able to be a quick throw against the majority of things. I just want that to be known. It's going to be able to be a quick throw against the majority of things. Same old motion slant combo. And then what we're also able to do is we now have an agging opportunity with A up the middle with our tight end if they don't have a deep zone, okay? That's something I always like to have on our plays is an agging opportunity. And now we're also adding in a play that lets us ag in the middle of the field, which we don't really have a play like that yet, all right? This play is going to be nasty against cover 0 type looks, but it's also going to be pretty good against zone coverage as well. Let's go into like a very standard I'll call Tampa 2 here, okay? And I'll show you what this play looks like against even that, right? So we have this. We're going here. Boom. And we'll snap throw RB here. And again, you see we're able to make that catch for a gain of 4 or 5. Now, if they have zone drops on, you're able to still make that throw. If they hard flat it, that is something that can be a little bit scary. But it's just so unlikely that ball gets picked off just the way this game plays. I hate it, but it's just the fact of the matter. Right there, again, we're able to hit that motion slant. And then we obviously, the motion slant post combo is a staple of this offense. I think it's really freaking good. So let's go back here to like a cover 3 type look. We'll shade down, motion this guy in. Boom. I could have hit RB immediately. Well, here we'll go with A in the seam. A is an underrated route here on the streak. You're able to hit him against zone, and you're able to take advantage of him with an ag in one-on-one coverage. So right here, I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna show the example of I think I can hit my halfback on a quick wheel. Right? Oh, I can't. We'll have one-on-one coverage. We'll go for the ag, and we get the ag right there. Right? Just a little example of what you're able to do. Remember, halfback wheels are always an option in this offense in terms of our freestyle and what we're able to add on to plays. All right, boys. This play is absolutely freaking nasty. Like, I don't even know what else to say about it. I think it's such a good play. We're going to go with it right here again. Boom. I had the tight end on an out route that time. That's also an option. Again, part of our freestyling. But yeah, this play, really freaking good.